Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is hashtag Tag Me Tuesday. But first let's have our shout out to Waste Some Time with Maggie, Patty, Becky, Claire, and Craft D to me. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is what we're going to make today. This is a piece of junk mail. I haven't put my junk mail away from yesterday's project, and I thought, well, let's just make these. I made these quite a long time ago, and it's time to revisit them again. So you're saying, well, how do I use this? This is a decorative page insert for your signatures. So I have some papers that I have put together here, and you could pop it in the front of your signature if you want. That's very beautiful, just like that, and then it would show up in the back. That looks just beautiful there. Or maybe you would like to put it inside your signature. So let's open this up here. How about if we pop it right here? So you would sew this directly into your signature and have it be part of your pages in your signature. So as you scroll through, there you would find it. That is just gorgeous. Now I have used some papers here. These are Roxy Creation papers, digitals, and you could still journal on here. There's quite a bit of space that you could journal on. You wouldn't have to if you didn't want to, but I did select pages in which you could journal on. That's also why there are two tabs on each one of the pages. There are two tabs because we're going to place it into our signature. Let's put it right here and see how it looks on the blue one. Just like this. Ooh, that's gorgeous on that blue. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. Maybe let's see what it looks like on the yellow. So slip it out and pop it in here with the yellow, and then we'll see what it looks like with a book page up against it. It looks very nice. I would love to come across that in a signature. I think that is just gorgeous. All right, you guys, so that's what we're going to be making today. And let's go ahead and let's grab our junk mails. You guys, I'm fighting trying not to cough. I don't know why, but I started coughing again this afternoon. And it's just, I don't know, it just feels like I could cough and cough. Okay, so we've got all different kinds. Oh my goodness, look at that one. That one's pretty long though. That one's almost 9.5. Nope, it's 9. That's pretty long. That'd have to be for a tall junk journal. That one right there. So there's all different size windows, all different types, but ooh, look at that big one. That one's really pretty. Wonder if I have my little piece that I saved, if that's going to be big enough for that. That would be fun to do. So the one that I showed as my example, this one I cut down to be 7 inches. And as you could see when I was using it as an example with my signature, that was plenty. Now you could take it longer if you wanted. You could make it every bit of 8 inches if you would like. I also thought this would be a really sweet little add-on cover, and you could put your pages in here. I thought that would be a really sweet thing to do with it as well. You could you may decorate one side, and you could add it to your signature and then maybe use it as a tuck spot. That would be sweet too. So there's lots of things that you could do with it. Of course, you would need to know kind of what you were going to do, because you wouldn't want to decorate all the sides and then decide to glue it down for a pocket. But we're going to decorate all the sides because that's kind of how I was envisioning this little project today. So what did I say? I forgot already. 7 inches. So that's what I would like to cut this one at. Let's cut this one at 7 inches. So that's right here. I'm just going to mark it. And then I'm going to actually do this. No, I'm going to do this one too, because I'm not sure if my piece of ephemera that I've already selected for this project is going to be wide enough to fill in that large of a window, but I think that would be very beautiful to use this one. That's my plan. I want to use this one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just bringing in my guillotine and I'm shortening it, and we decided on 7 inches. You could save this if you wanted. If you wanted to make a little pocket inside, you could save it. I just chose to just decorate both of my all 4 of my sides. But that's another idea, that you could save this and make a pocket. All right, so now what I need to do, we have got this open top and bottom. Is this open top and bottom? Yeah, they're both open top and bottom, I think. No, this one isn't. We need to open this bottom. So both ends need to be open, and then we're going to have to open up one of the sides. I'm looking here, and I think, yeah, it's the same distance from here to here. I'm going to go ahead and open this one on this side because you've got so much area to work with there. So I'm going to trim this. Just look, I got to trim a little more there. And yeah, we'll have to fix that if we have to use this one, but I'm kind of wanting to use this one right here. And let's just trim this. Hopefully it will be fine. Oh, I think that would be super cute. Although there is something to say about having more area that you could put your book page, or maybe your paper pad paper, or digital, if that's what you're choosing to use today. So let's go ahead and grab some papers and let's start. Now I have kind of prepped a little bit. I did better than yesterday's video when I had family and I wasn't able to really prep. This is what I thought would go nicely in the window right here. Just this writing. I just thought that script. I just thought that was super pretty. And it, of course, would fit, I do believe, here as well. So it just kind of depends what we want to do. All this time I thought I wanted to use this one. Now I'm not sure. Let's look one more time in here and see what this looks like. I don't know, that is pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and let's use the larger window. Now, as I open this up, I'm just checking to see. Yeah, I need to glue this down a little bit. You see that it's kind of coming apart. So I'm taking my art glitter glue and I'm just adding a little bit of glue here. And I just want to make sure I get my envelope, all my little pieces anchored down before I even begin. I need to do it over here as well. Okay, I think I've got all of that. It all looks good to me. So the first thing that I would like to do is I would like to cover my page with my script. Excuse me. I think this is from the Junk Journal Studio, I believe. That's where I got that from. And I'm going to take my glue and I'm just going to glue around the edge of the window like that. And then I'm going to take my digital. No, I can't even see what happened to my picture. Oh, there you are. I was looking on my computer. I was like, what happened to you guys? I lost you for a minute. I'm going to pop this on here. I want it to be as straight as I can. I don't want it to be crooked. You know, the words, I want it to be, you know, straight this way. That's pretty good. All right, so I've glued that down just like this. I need to get a piece of paper here and wipe up the extra glue. So that's all glued on, just like that. Very nice. Now, what do we want to put on the inside? These are Roxy's Digitals, Roxy's Creation. And those right there, now this one's a little busier, so there's not a lot of room that you could journal on. But these really lend to being able to journal on. This one maybe not as much, but definitely those two here and here. So how do we want to use this? Can we just simply glue that on there? I'm just lifting it up. I can see the shadow. I think if I bring it more up to the top, okay, so let's put it on top this way. Yeah, I can get those beautiful flowers, although I'm missing this gorgeous trim down here. We can trim that off and maybe put it on the side. That's an option. So let's go ahead, and I think what I'd like to do is turn this over like this and then line it up, and I'm just going to pop it on about there. And we're going to glue this whole sheet of paper right on the inside of this envelope. So what is hashtag Tag Me Tuesday? It's a Facebook group that I have. I invite you all to join. Over there we show what we've made, our version of a Tag Me Tuesday project. I do request that you just don't show us what you're working on this week, but you stick to Tag Me Tuesday projects. Now, if you maybe don't want to do this week's, there's lots of them to choose from. We've been doing this for quite some time now. And to join the group, you will need to accept the rules of the group. And what are the rules? The rules are to be kind to everyone and that there's no selling. That doesn't mean that you can't sell your things. It just means you can't sell your things on that site. That's all that means. And then you accept the rules. And what are the rules? To be kind to everyone, and there's no selling on that site. And then once you accept the rules, then I can accept you into the group. So if you've tried to get into the group before and you couldn't, it was because you didn't accept the rules. There is another question that you don't have to have the answer to. And the secret word is hashtag Cathy Sewing Happiness. If you'd like to add that on there as the first answer, then you most certainly can. But you don't have to have that answer to be able to join. Oh my goodness, we did it perfectly, perfectly. All right, you guys, so that's what hashtag Tag Me Tuesday is all about. And I invite you all to join. Now, we do have that beautiful strip. That is simply gorgeous. And yes, I do want to pop it right on there. Now, before I do that, I'm going to get my sponge and I'm going to just put some ink. Well, that one's torn, but that's okay. I'm going to put some ink right here because the window has curved corners, and we're probably going to end up making it a square by taking and making the corners into squares, sharp corners, making a corner instead of a rounded corner. But if by chance we don't get it all covered up, then it will blend in nicely because we've inked. Now I'm going to add my glue directly to the edge here, and I'm just going to just kind of guess where it's going to stick out. And I'm going to lay this right on, just like this, very simply. I'm going to line it up, just see if I can get it lined up straight, because I don't think this is straight at all. Okay, and then I'm going to trim it out. So, trimming this right here like this. This is a project that you, if you like to sew paper, you definitely could sew your envelope once it's open. You could sew it easily, and it would be quite beautiful if you sew it. So that's an option that you can do if you would like. Okay, we might use that other piece somewhere once we start decorating. Let's look and see what else do we have. We have this. We would have to cut that to fit closer. This is where I'm thinking we might be using this. I think that is really pretty. So how about if we pop that? I kind of want this blue border down here because we've got blue here. I think that would look nice. So let's go ahead, and we're going to cover this whole piece right here. We're going to go from the edge of the junk journal window all the way to the opened back. It would be the back part of the envelope, which is going to turn into a page that we're going to put in our junk journal. Now, I'm just going to lay this just like that. I'm going to line it up and see if I can, once again, get it to be. One thing about envelopes is they're not, you would think, I'm sure they're made with a machine, but even so, they're not real straight, and it's like they're all a little different, even in a box. I don't know what's going on when they make them, but it seems a little strange. I would have thought that they would always all be, the same and even and straight, and they're not. So I find it very interesting. All right, we've got that part done. Well, that's really pretty there. How about if we put this here, or this there, or maybe like this? I'm not sure. I'm just thinking out loud and thinking, what can we do with this next? Now, that's beautiful right there. So is this. How about if we put that right there? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my sponge, and I'm just going to go in a circular motion, and I'm going to do it here before I glue it down, just like that. And I'm going to pop it right there. Yeah, that's going to be beautiful. I'm thinking of what I held in a dish to decorate this with, and I'm not sure it's going to go at all. Oh my goodness. I have green butterflies. I just don't know how these green butterflies are going to go with this. We might have to choose something else, you guys. We'll just see how it works out. And I'm just going to line this up, and there we go. Not bad. Just like that. And then cut it. Now, once again, yesterday we did collaging in a similar way by using large pieces. I do like to collage using smaller pieces when I have the time, but if I don't have the time, then it really is fun and nice to collage using these bigger pieces of paper. I like to use these flowers, but I need to get to these flowers to be able to use them. So that's why I cut that, because I like those flowers to be right there. It's going to cut it off about right there, so I'm going to take it down just a little bit more. Excuse me, you guys. Okay, just a little bit more. Maybe something like this. Oh goodness, that's pretty. That's very, very pretty. Now, I'm going to use, I'm looking at these lines in this digital, and I'm going to use, they're like ledger. It has a little bit of a ledger. I don't know if you could see that, but it's like this was put on ledger paper, printed on ledger paper, designed on ledger paper. I guess maybe that's the word I want. And so I want to kind of keep that, that's how I cut it straight. That's what I'm trying to say. That's how I ended up just cutting it straight, because I used the lines on the digital. Alrighty, so trimming this, and I just marked it, so I'd like it to fit. Hopefully it will. I would like it to fit right here. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. That's just beautiful. So I'm going to take my sponge once again. I'm just going to run it around the edges just a little bit. Excuse me, you guys. I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to add my glue just like that. And then place my piece. I'm going to line my thing up the best I can. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, so there's the front, and there's the back, and this is the inside. Now, we could jazz this up just a little bit more by adding a few of these pieces that we have. So that's a possibility. I really, really, really like this piece right here. But I want to find the middle, and I'm kind of scared to fold it because it's all glued up. But we're going to need to find the middle. So I'm going to be brave. I'm going to fold it. Be brave, Cathy, be brave. And so that's going to be the front, and get a better look at what this is going to look like. Oh my goodness, isn't that pretty? There's the front, there's the inside, and there's the back. Stunning, just stunning. I'm going to run my sponge with my, what is this called again? Frayed burlap. I'm a little bit off when I fold it. It's not quite, need to fix that right there. It's a little bit off. A little bit off right here. Okay, I think that will be fine. Now let's talk about how we want to decorate this. Also, what am I going to use for my tabs? We've got, I'm not sure what we can use. We're going to need, I don't know that any of these are going to work for tabs. That is really pretty. We could make a different type of tab. Alright, let me cut this out. Like that. There's also this one that's really pretty. Okay. We could make tabs and fold them like this and put them on. We don't have to have a tab punch like we did, like I showed you in my example. You could do it like this. And so that's about 1 inch. And let's do this one. Yep, that's about an inch. So I'm just going to trim these like that. And we're going to look at them on our page. Get all these papers over here. Let's look and see how this is going to look. Open it up and stick it on here like this. Oh, that's really cute. We can use them just like that. So you don't have to have a tab punch. We'll just make our own. So that's what we've done here. We've just folded our piece that we wanted to use, and we'll just make them this way. All right, so I'm just going to finish this, and then we're going to pop them on. Now I'm going to have one, I think I might even put this one down here because I don't want to interfere in those beautiful flowers. I think I want to put it right there, just like that. So I'm going to glue both sides, the whole piece, and I'm going to lay it about right here. Yeah, how about that? Well, that's pretty doggone cute right there. Okay, so we've got this one down below. So now we're going to need to put this one on this side, on this page, the back page, and we're going to put it up higher so they are, you know, offset. They're not both at the same height. And I'm going to take my glue and just put my glue. I'm glad that didn't drop and get my glue all over my pretty picture. And I'm going to just pop it right on here like this, just like that. All right, guys, that worked out perfect. Now we've got our tabs on. Let's do a little bit of decorating. I should have rounded the corner right up here before I put that tab on, but I'm going to just barely cut the corners off there. That'll be fine. And we'll just ink it. Now I'm going to need to ink the inside because I just like that ink look. But it is a personal preference, so if you don't care for it, there's nothing wrong with it. You make it the way you want it. Okay, this is your project, and you don't have to ink it. Now, let me bring that dish in. This is what I mean with I have a lot of green butterflies. I don't know, maybe the green is going to look okay. I've got some green butterflies, and I've got some labels. I've got some faux stamps, and well, that's not bad. The green's not bad. We've got green up here. Okay, and I kind of wanted to incorporate the stamps along with the butterfly. Maybe something like that. That stamp is awfully big. There's this stamp. I don't know if I like that color with that. Well, that's not bad. I could turn it this way. Maybe something like that. That's not bad. Let's try this one. And maybe a rusty colored one. Oh, I think I like the rusty colored one better. I think I want it on that side. Maybe something like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. All right, so remember my trick that I use with my Sharpie, my permanent marker? And the bodies of the butterflies, I have the hardest time cutting the center of the butterfly, the body. Uh, I mean, some of these bodies are super, super skinny. And I just have the hardest time cutting it and then having it stay intact. So I use my little Sharpie here, and I just, when I fussy cut, I cut the body out, but then if it's, too skinny, then I don't cut it that skinny, and I just mark it with my marker, and then it has the illusion of being fussy cut nicely, and in actuality, I just colored it in with the marker. Do I want a couple of butterflies on here? Maybe. Maybe I want this butterfly on here. What do we think about that, guys? I don't know, these green butterflies. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know why I thought green. I think I was just getting butterflies that I had enough of that were the same color. I think that's what was happening. I'm going to glue my stamp onto this label. Now these stamps are from My Porch Prints, and the labels are from by J. Lee Lou. So those are where those came from. Now the butterflies, the lady no longer carries it anymore in her Etsy shop. So I don't need to say anything about that because they're not there anymore. Just going to pop that right on just like that. What do you think about that? I think that looks pretty cute. I actually do think I need this up here. And I don't know that I really want another label up there. Just maybe a butterfly. Not even a stamp. Just, well, I don't know. That one's kind of cool with it. That one is kind of neat. Taking it maybe like that. Or do we like it better without? Yeah, maybe without. All right, so just gluing it down. I hear my little doggie crying downstairs. Wonder if my husband went off to bed and left her there. Okay, that's pretty cute. Now what are we going to do inside here? We're just going to do the same type of thing, and we're just going to collage. So let's see here. We've got, oh, we could put it right there, and maybe this one off to the side, and then just like that. I like that. I think that looks really nice. So let's just glue this on going this way. It still leaves a lot of room for you to be able to journal. And let's just pop our butterfly. Maybe something like that. All right, and then on this side, see how quickly it goes together once you kind of get your pieces. And then, now remember, this page is not going to be seen when you see this page. So this page is all on its own, this side, and then this side is all on its own because we're putting it in a signature, so there are other pages. So this page is all by itself, this is by itself, this one's by itself. And so when you design, even though I chose to use all green butterflies, the thing about, I did it because I want it to be, the unit to be a little cohesive, but you wouldn't have to. You could just mix it all up. You could use whatever you wanted on each page. Butterflies, you could use umbrellas, you could use, you know, mix it, really mix it up. That is something that you could do as well, because each page is independent of the other. And I'm just trying to figure out which butterfly. I don't have another one of, I need 2 more of these, so I'm thinking maybe I should use that, but maybe I should look on this side, and maybe that will determine, do I want this one because it's got black on it, or would I rather have this one because it doesn't have the black and it just has the black body? Would it stand out more? These are the questions I need to ask myself. How do I want to do this? These flowers look like they're just from, I don't know, some crazy movie or something, don't they? They just look a little bit made up. I'm not sure. That's an awful big stamp there, but I'm having a moment. Oh, this is good. I like this, but maybe we need this, and then there's this, and then maybe take it over like that. What is this looking like? Maybe bring it down. Okay, that, I don't know, guys. I'm struggling with this one. I'm not sure why, but if you struggle, you know, we all struggle with things. If you think that someone that's online, just because when they put their video up, everything flows together and they never make a mistake, I got news for you. Ah. We're all human, and we all make mistakes, and we all struggle with how to get things to go the way we want. So don't feel bad if you think, well, mine doesn't come together as fast as so-and-so's does. They never seem to struggle at all. Well, they do. They're just not showing you that they struggle. It happens to the best of us. Okay, I'm liking that. I don't know why. I probably put it there before, but I like that. So before I forget how it is, I'm going to pop this right on here like that. And then I'm selecting this one because I like its skinny little body. And I'm going to pop this on there like that. And then let's glue the whole thing down onto here. Okay, I like that. Alrighty, that was, whew, that went on and on. Now we're back to this page, and where do we want to put this? How about going this way and maybe going like this, and then pick this one up. And yeah, that one's not as hard for me. I think it was because there was, those flowers were kind of intimidating, weren't they? They were to me. They intimidated me a little bit. Okay. Now, let's pop this on just like that. Alrighty. The next thing that's coming together. The next thing that I want to do is I want to see, you know, we're going to have to add some bling. And you know we're going to have to add a little bit of something. I've got pink, I've got blue, and I have that natural. So this was this, and I just dyed it. And I don't know if that's okay. I don't know about that. All right, there was the pink. Now let's look at the blue. I'm thinking it's going to be this color, but I kind of like it over on the side like here, and I didn't think I would want that, but I do like it there. So I'm going to bring in my hot glue gun, and it's right here in my little foil covered plastic container, and I'm simply going to decide, do I want this to go like that? Yeah, okay. So adding my glue right onto the edge. Now I'm using hot glue in my video because I don't have to worry about it not sticking. It's permanent, it sticks right away, and I can move on to the next thing. If you have, fabric tack, that works just as well. So don't worry if you don't. That is really sweet. If you don't have hot glue, or you shouldn't use it, maybe you burn yourself. Definitely don't want to use it if you burn yourself. You can use fabric tack. There's nothing wrong with fabric tack. I just use the hot glue because when I glue it down, it's not sticky and it doesn't move around on me, and I can move on to the next page. I don't know, can you hear that dog? She's chirping. Oh, that just popped it right off, didn't it? Oh my gosh, that is really pretty with that on there. Now, we're definitely going to put, maybe we should just put this down here at the bottom. It needs a little something, doesn't it? It really does. And I think just a little bit of lace down here at the bottom. Now we're going to try this in our signature, the one that I showed you my example. We're going to try this one and see how we like it in the signature. And then you can see that each side of your junk mail envelope that you've opened up, it works independently from the other page. Even though they're connected, they're going to work independently. Now this one, what do we want to do here? Do I want to put it here like this? Oh, let's turn it this way. Okay, first I need to look to see how is this going to look if I only go from here to here. Is that going to bother me? I think it might, the way that looks right there. So do I want to maybe just put it over the top like that? There's an idea. That's okay. I know I don't want it there. So let's put it right here. And do I want to, once again, another question, do I want to have it here and have the part that goes, scallopy on the top? Or do I want the scallopy to be on the bottom? I think I want the scallopy to be on the top, and we're going to place it so it's right here with our tab that we made, right here with the tab. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So here goes the glue, and then we're going to lay this right here with the tab right across, just like that. And then we're going to trim this, just like that. And we're going to trim this. And what we need to do is we need to get our bling, and we need to put our bling on the bodies of our butterfly. It really does make it pop. So pretty. And I need one more for the back, and then we're going to see what it looks like in our signature. Pop it right here, the glue and the bling. Perfect. Oh my goodness, that is just gorgeous. Let's go ahead and let's bring in our signature. So our signature is right here. This is the one that I made earlier. This is the one we made together. I love them both. This is the way it looks on the back. And then this is how each one looks on the inside. Like that. All right. So now this one, if we use this one, it's just as beautiful on there. If we place it, where did we place it before? We placed it here, I do think. This is our first place that we placed it. And how's this gonna look? Open it up, and there it is. That's gorgeous on there. And then there it is like that. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, and then we tried the blue. We did the blue next. So let's do the blue. Pull it shut, you open it up. Oh, that really pops nicely, doesn't it? And then this is this page. Ooh, pretty. And then this page. Oh my goodness. And then this page. Oh, that is pretty. And we tried, did we try the yellow? What happened to the yellow piece? Oh, here's the yellow. It's right here. Let's do the yellow next. Let's see what it looks like up against this book page. So we'll put it in here like this, and then we shut it, and we open it up, and there's that page. Ooh, that's really pretty with the yellow. And then it's like that. See what I mean by each page, each side of the envelope works separately by itself without the other one. The other one is not part of the equation, so you can decorate them all individually. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.